chocolate lovers, so welcome to Chocolate TV episode 110. That's not bad. 110 Mondays I've been doing this. Wow, makes you think. Today I've been away for 2 weeks in Denmark, visiting wine shops and chocolateries and castles and breweries and everything. So today I thought we'd take 2 milk chocolates from Denmark, one from Nykøbing, a small town on one of the very southernest islands of Denmark, Falster. You can go by boat from Germany and Poland to Nykøbing. Nykøbing. This is Charlotte's Homemade Chocolate, a small chocolate shop in Nykøbing. And this is Magazine Lysknæk, and that means milk chocolate, light chocolate. Magazine is a high-end store in Odense, which is in the big island of Fyn. It's the residential town of Fyn, and it's quite a nice town. It's the birth town of H.C. Andersen, the fairy tale teller. And this is their own brand magazine. It's a luxury shop, really. You got all the nice fashion and cosmetics and things like that in that shop. And they have their own brand. So this is their milk chocolate, and this one is 33.5% cocoa, and this one is 32% cocoa. So a small Charlotte, little Charlotte in Nykøbing against a super high-end fashion store in Odense. And to that, I'm actually gonna taste immediately from the Castle Brewery of Gavnø Castle, their stout. Been there tasting some other, but I haven't tasted the stout yet, so let's go on with that. A bit more froth maybe. A bit more froth. Let's open up Charlotte's Homemade Chocolate. You can see it's homemade. It's wrapped in ordinary brown paper and tin foil, made them by Charlotte herself, not the tin foil, but the packaging. I tried to ask what kind of beans, but she couldn't tell me. She bought chocolate mass in big lumps and made her own chocolate bars. So let's break off a piece. Oh, it really fell to pieces very easily. Often a hint of high sugar and high cocoa butter content and less cocoa mass, but it's 32, so a milk chocolatey color like most milk chocolates, and let's see if there's any scent. Yes, there is a dry chocolate scent with a hint of cedar wood. And a slight nuance of sugar, but mostly dry cocoa powder, actually. I thought it would smell a lot more of cream or sugar or caramel or something like that. But this actually smells kind of like a 50-60 cocoa chocolate bit. Sorry about that. So let's taste it. Very easy chewing. It starts melting almost immediately. Kind of a creamy texture. lot of full milk, sugar, and some, yeah, you have added some chocolate powder. This is almost like a cocoa drink in its context on my mouth, in my mouth, on my mouth, on my palate, on my tongue, in my mouth. Not too much sugar. It doesn't have that heartburn sugary heat. Quite subtle on the end. A little more like a toffee on the end. Not bad. I'll give this one kind of creamy and milky on the inside. The aftertaste as well, the back end. I give this one 4 out of 10. And let's taste it with the stout immediately. And the stout reeks of coffee and black tea. Lots of hops in this one. Actually, they clash. The stout really drowns the chocolate in this milk chocolate. It only brings out the crystallized sugar. And the chocolate and sugar enhances the coffee flavor beyond bitter coffee. This is bitter and tart coffee. I'm going to see. Yeah, it enhances the coffee bitterness. The chocolate does. The beverage on its own it has a coffee component, but it's not that bitter. What? Yeah. So Forester chocolate not pairing well with its native beer. So this is Magazine Lyskneck, 33.5% cocoa. Let's tear off a piece. Shall we compare them? I have a hard time seeing, they actually seem to have the same kind of color, milk chocolatey color. And so let's taste this one. Sniff this one. Also have a papery, dark chocolatey kind of nose at first, but it also has a little bit of sugar and a little bit of gooseberry to it. No milk or things like that, but there's a green component, almost like a very ripe gooseberry smell to this chocolate. Yeah, let's try it. This one is a lot harder actually. The other one was very soft and started melting right away. This one, a bit harder to bite down, but now it starts melting and coats your tongue with a caramel feel with nice amount of sugar, but it doesn't coat your inside of your mouth with a creamy feel or flavor, more like actually dry. It keeps that, some sugar, some chocolate, but on a dry level. It doesn't change from the back end. And the back end just mellows out and disappears. But it's not as sweet as milk chocolate seem to be sometimes. So this has a good balance as well, but lacking. The nose was much more interesting than the actual flavor. But still, I'm gonna give this one a 4 as well. It's a nice milk chocolate, and I like dark chocolate. That's why I don't score that good. So let's take it at once and try it with what? The stout. They're quite similar in mouthfeel, even though the first chocolate was a bit lighter, and quite similar in some sort of taste, flavor profile. This actually suits the stout much better, much better. Doesn't enhance the coffee, actually more blends in, so you got a mocha component instead of a coffee component. There's still some, coffee and black tea and some bitterness, and the hops is really brings a nice scent into the air, almost like old pine needles as well. So I gave them both 4 as chocolates go, but if you're gonna pair Gavne stout with a milk chocolate from Denmark, at this time Magazine from Odense. I think I'm gonna log off and do some kitchen work, make me some good food and drink me some nice beverages. Bye.